DearMamaSal, and it's Saturday afternoon. It's 19 degrees, which isn't too hot, which would make it 66 on, oh, what can I say? Very happy Independence Day. And my heart goes out to all of you on the East Coast that the weather wasn't playing nice with you guys, and I hope not too many of you missed your fireworks, because I know you guys like to do that on Independence Day. I'm taking the back road, which is where all the speed bumps are, in case you wonder, what is it about those Canadian roads? And the reason there are lots of speed bumps here is because this is like a whole community area with a lot of older people and their dogs and so forth, and I think they put the speed bumps in here because otherwise this particular stretch of road would be great for racing. So they must have known I was going to live in the area and put the speed bumps in. And I know I travel it quite often, and I don't think I've ever bothered to warn you guys that that's what's there. You've probably probably made lots of judgment calls about the Canadian roads. They're big about putting speed bumps in there to keep your speed down. It works, unfortunately. Alright, so I have just come off a most wonderful broadcast. You know, there are days when I wonder about DearMamaSal and whether, not really wonder whether we did the right thing, but just wonder. And then there are days when I get it reaffirmed so strongly as to why we do this that it makes me cry. And today was one of those days. Today, in the last 24 hours rather, I have heard from, we have heard from two different viewers. What an incredible support we have been as a group of people, and that makes me so proud. That makes me so very, very happy that we've made a difference in people's lives. And one of them had to do with Louisiana Laurie. Her mother-in-law passed, and she was telling us that almost immediately she thought of us because she knew when she had finished doing what she needed to do for other people that we would be there for her. Wow. And she was so right, of course, because we have been, and we all adore her. And she knew that, you know, she'd give so much of herself that she would need some back again. And that to me is just such a testament to what we do and why we do it. And then today on the broadcast, Madam Robot came in, and she's been having radiation for her breast cancer, and gave us an incredible narrative on exactly what they were doing. And she did it so that we could all know, you know, in case any of us ever needed to have it done. And, you know, that is such a... And again, she also said, and thanked us all for our incredible support. And you know, what can I say? I love the peeps, is what I can say. I really do love the peeps, because this is a network of people. It's not me. It's a network of people who do what I dream of. I agree. I agree that I had this dream, and that I could help create this sort of thing. And it's working. And it makes it feel so very, very special to me. I'm so honored to have met these people. And in fact, it was one of the things that Madame Robot said, that it's the people that I attract. And I have to say that I believe that we attract like-minded people. And therefore, we're all a bit quirky. We're all try not to take ourselves too seriously. We all are struggling with everyday issues. And we all hopefully have the ability to laugh at ourselves, because we really are quite funny. But at the heart of it all, we all care about other people. And so the kindness of the comment really touched my heart today. And to know that what we do is appreciated at that level. So good on you, peeps. I am very, very proud of you. And, you know, particularly those broadcast viewers that come on regularly and create the network. A lot of people watch us, and a few people are part of the network that really does the work. And the work is about supporting people in whatever it is they're going through, whether it's agoraphobia, whether it's the loss of a loved one, be that a human or a pet. It doesn't really matter what's going on. These people are there for other people. And so many of them are there for other people while struggling with their own issues. And so I am so honored to be part of my own dream, if you know what I mean. So honored that, because, you know, what I've said to so many people is, yes, I started it. I really wanted to start it. But my dream is that long after I've gone, that it will survive me. And that other people will continue it and continue to grow it, and that it will continue to be of serious benefit to people. I said today on the broadcast that the world has become quite a lonely place. You know, we don't interact the way we used to a decade ago or a century ago. We just don't interact the same way. Our technology has, as Faith Popcorn so correctly said many, many, many years ago, maybe 40 years ago, that we have cocooned. You know, we have taken ourselves out of the regular society. Now, I don't mean for young people. I think young people still party. I think young people still interact a great deal. But as we get older, we cocoon more and more. We take ourselves out of the mainstream. And in doing that, it is extremely sad, because we end up in really quite lonely lives. And so it's been very, 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 very exciting to have a network where people just support people from all over the world. And as you know, what's so exciting to me is the fact that we come from so many different ages. And age, you know, and socioeconomic situations. We just are a very diverse group of people. And so we don't sort of have you know, we're in this age group or we're in that age group. We've got young people and we've got old people. We've got males and females. We've got everything from doctors through to school kids. You know, it's very, very exciting, because it is so diverse. And so I am at the moment in a very cool space. I feel very I think the word is sated. It means, you know, that I'm full up with good things. I feel very sated. Except I'm traveling behind a back-end loader, a back-end thing. You know what I mean? Front-end loader, not a back-end loader. Front-end loader, which is going 20 miles an hour, otherwise known as about 40k. And you know I don't do that well. And of course there's a stream of traffic coming the other way. Wouldn't you know? So we're going to try and get by after this car. I'm on my way to the dog pound. So hopefully I'll have some fun footage for you. I won't necessarily be bringing home a puppy. I'm just going to the pound to have a look. Bye for now. Aren't you a cutie? Over there. Hey, what's your name? Oh. Hi, Rufus. Good boy. Good girl. Shh. It's okay. Shush, 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 shush. Okay. Good boy. Nice. What's your name? Oh, it's scared. Aren't you cute? Yeah. Oh, just, you know how to do that. You've been here for a while, eh? You're a cute doggy. You sure are. Hey. I see. You are cute. Yes, you are. You are cute. I know. And smart. Eh? I wonder how old you are. Let's find out how old you are. Yeah. Not very old when I look at your feet. Eh? Yeah, I know. I'm very loving. We like very loving. Eh? Yeah. Oh, you like my nails. You mustn't eat my nails. They're mine. Yeah. Give me 5. Give me 4. Good. Oh, you're just a pup. You got little teeth. I don't normally like puppies, but you're different. Yeah. And you're female, and I don't normally go for females, but you're cute. Let's find out about you. And this one looks so sad. Looks so sad. Moving floor ornament. Yeah, you are cute. Okay, let's see what else we can. Okay. Well, hello everybody. Here I am back again, and I've decided to leave a little space between seeing little Sage and making a decision, because she apparently is... She's an interesting mix. She's a mix between a Border Collie, lovely dog, Staffordshire Terrier, interesting dog, and they think a Jack Russell. So, the bottom line of that mentality is awesome. You know, very, very smart dog, as I already suspected. Pretty sure would be very easy to train because of the brain power in those breeds. The only issue for me is it's a puppy and it's not necessarily house trained, which isn't the end of the world, I guess, except it's not a ideal mix. The other thing is she's female, and I don't normally, I don't think I've ever adopted a female dog. I always adopt male dogs. Don't ask me why. I really don't know. So, as usual, this is what I call a family decision. So, I'm going to go home and talk to the family about this and see how they feel, because whatever dog we choose, you know, it's going to live in the family. It's not just going to live. Now, I'm pretty sure that they actually would love this puppy. And as you saw, very affectionate indeed, very, very affectionate. And lots of personality. And I like the way that she knew exactly how to stand to get her needs met. That I thought was really cute. Now the process at this particular pound, so that's where it's different, I guess, is that if I decide I like her, then I fill in an application form, and if they think that I'm a good match, then they will consider me. Of course, that's always a problem, because they'll look at me as an old fart and sort of say, okay, well, she's not going to be hiking 3 times a week or whatever, which I'm not. But the funny thing is, what a lot of people don't realize is that training a dog can be as much exercise for the dog as taking it out for a run. It's when you get smart dogs like that, their exercise is needs to be as much cerebral as it does physical. So I'm going to give that a bit of thought, because she obviously would take a lot of exercise. It's an interesting thing. The other thing was that on the way to that pound, I actually stopped off with at the SPCA talking about my running machine and asking them whether they would like it as a fundraiser machine. And once I got the idea across, because it's difficult to describe to somebody what it is, what I am going to do is to actually just send them a picture of it so they can really see. And you know, it is really a fun machine for if you've got big dogs, and they apparently have over 300 different volunteers, or most of whom have got dogs anyway, and so finding a suitable dog to use would not be an issue. What really disappointed me about the pound was they only show like half a dozen dogs at a time, and so of the half a dozen dogs that they had there, as you saw, 2 were big barky dogs, when I understand that dogs will bark in the pound, and then the Labrador type one that looked sickly actually wasn't sick at all, just tired of people wandering in and out, I guess. The two smaller dogs, they're pretty, but they're both a little older, so I would prefer a slightly younger dog, I think. So we'll see. I'm going to go home and do some thinking about this. Sort of, what's the worst that can happen to my laminate floors? That's what you got to think about. Okay, I'll speak to you when I get home. Bye for now. Well, hello everyone, and it's amazing if you just let life carry on. It's amazing what comes to you. So I've just decided that maybe I was in a strong enough place to be able to go and thank the vet for all that they did in Bina's final moments. And then it also, of course, gave me an opportunity to discuss Gilly, and apparently not unusual for a 4-year-old Westie to have a need for a teeth cleaning. So that was interesting to hear. And the other thing was, I talked about Sage, and Sage is the little puppy I've just seen. And what's it going to be like trying to potty train a puppy on laminate floors? And the answer was a lot easier than hardwood floors. So maybe not as terrible, but my concern is while I'm at work. So I got to talk to Yvonne and just see what our tolerance level is. She really is very cute though. So I'll need to get this video up so that Yvonne can see her, and if it looks like we might do it, then I'll take Yvonne out to meet her tomorrow and then put in an application. You can see. But my vet also agreed that this little Sage female pup, a lot of good breeding in there. When I say a lot of good breeding, the Border Collie and Jack Russell Terrier, it gives it a lot of speed and a lot of intellect. And, obviously it means that I would probably need to go back and train her either for fly ball or for agility. So it will be interesting to see. But that would take a little while, because obviously first of all she'd need to be trained to do some basic things. The other question is, how sociable is she with other dogs? Let me go back online and check her out again and see. Funny enough, I didn't notice her when I was looking through the different dogs available. So, alright, have a look. It was really good actually to give my vet a hug and thank her. And as you know, I had pet insurance on Bean Bean, and so I signed the papers there because, his funeral or his euthanasia costs will be covered under my system, but I just needed to sign the form, and I did that. and for his medication. So, you know, I really had to have my heart back in place to some degree before I could do that. So it was interesting. Interesting is the wrong word. So a landslide of loss. That was the quote used today, and that's the quote I'm going to use for a blog, not a vlog, a blog I'm going to put up either today or tomorrow. Because whoever said that, and I think it was Mayer, what a beautiful alliteration. Alliteration being that the words, you know, it would be like a, let me try and think, a couch full of cotton, a dustbin full of dust, you know, where the letter repeats itself. So a landslide of loss, or what should we say? A funnel full of fluff would be an alliteration. Come on, Sal. A bucket full of bunnies would be an alliteration. So I just thought a landslide of loss was such an incredibly poetic, I think I said that on the broadcast, what a poetic phrase. Really good. So obviously I did ask permission to use it because I thought it was so beautiful. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go home, and I think I'm going to spend a moment just having a look at some background on Sage before I make this decision. Now, it's difficult to make a decision to see a puppy and walk away from it. And the reason I have to do that, I did that with Bean as well, is because it's really cute. And of the 5, it was the cutest to me. Or 4, how many did I see? 4 or 5, right? It was the cutest to me. But it comes complete with other issues. And it's going to eat things. You know that. It's going to eat a lot of things. So great thought has to be given. And the other thing, of course, is I always have to double check with Yvonne because we have a deal. Each time I get a puppy or a dog, this is called, if anything happens to me, is this a dog that you would be able to look after? And I'm pretty sure that this one would be a definite yes. So we'll see. All right, everybody. We'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.